folks, what is up? It's your girl Kes, and today you're going to be learning how to create this awesome text message effect in After Effects. So I have this image of a woman on her phone, and I'm going to have the text messages appear on this left side here. We're going to start by creating the text, and then we'll move on to making the bubbles. So I'm going to go to the horizontal type tool. I'm going to click on screen, and I'm going to type hello. And then the font that I've chosen is Arial regular white font at 35 pixels. So I have hello. I'm going to move that over here. And then I'm going to copy and paste this text by hitting Command C, Command V. For PC users, that is Control C, Control V, and I'm going to move this text over here and write, "Hi, how's it going?" I'm going to move it back over here. Great. You can mess around with the placement later, but that's just how it's looking so far. Now we're going to go to the shape tool, and if you hold it down, we want to select rounded rectangle. We're going to adjust some of these settings here. We're going to remove the stroke. Typically on the right side is you, the user, which is the iPhone blue or the Android green. I have the color codes in the description below, so you can go ahead and use that, but I'm going to go with an iPhone blue. So I'm going to change the fill to the iPhone blue. Here it is, and press OK. And then I'm going to click and drag over top. If you hold down your space bar, you can move it around. So I'm going to do something like this. And I'm going to move it below the hello. So let's open up this shape layer settings here. Rectangle 1, rectangle path. Here, you can adjust the roundness. I'm going to go for maybe 30. You can also adjust the size. I'm actually going to just position it lower. Just like that. And then if you unlock the size, you can actually make it bigger. You can actually make the height taller and the width taller individually. So just be happy with how that looks here. And I'm going to call this shape layer blue background 1. I'm going to take this shape layer and then again duplicate it by hitting Command C, Command V. I'm going to move this over underneath hi, how's it going? And I'm going to change this to a gray background 1. I'm going to move it so that it's underneath hi, how's it going? And then we're going to open up these settings again. We're going to adjust the size so that it's just underneath like that. And we're going to have to position it as well. So just make sure that it matches the size here. Now we're going to change the color to the iPhone gray. So we can do that by selecting the layer, hitting fill, and then just copying and pasting that color code to the gray. And then we're going to have to change hi, how's it going to a black text. So I'm just going to select it, horizontal type tool, and then hit Command A to highlight, and then we're going to change it to a black text like that. So we're going to animate everything at once, and then we're going to stagger them. So I'm going to just click the first layer, hold down Shift, and then just highlight everything. I'm going to hit P on my keyboard, make a keyframe. I'm going to hit P on my keyboard, make a keyframe, so we're making keyframes for position and opacity. If we hit U, we can see all the keyframes that we've made. So I'm just going to drag these ones that we've already made and move it across here. And then we're going to make the first keyframe so that it's down a little bit. And then we're going to change the opacity to 0. So it should look something like this. So what I'll do is I'm going to have the first one come up, and then I'm going to have the second one come up after, just like that. Maybe I'll spread it out a little further apart. Now, a nice little touch we're going to add is a typewriter effect. So we're going to start with the hello. So select the hello, and we're going to go to Effects and Presets, and we're going to search for Typewriter. If you double click it, it'll apply the effect. And if you want to see the keyframes, again, we're going to hit U. So we see that it's pretty long, so I'm just gonna bring this in and hit play. Maybe a little closer, so you're gonna have to play around with it. And then we're gonna apply the same effect to Hi, How's It Going? So again, hit the typewriter, hit U, and then we're gonna move this in. So play around with it until you're happy with how that looks. Cool. So now that we are happy with the placement, we're going to just select all these keyframes and hit F9 to just smooth out the animation. And then I have a little iPhone message typing effect. So what I'll do is I'll drag this to the bottom, and we're gonna open it up so that we can see the waveform. That's kind of more helpful so we know where the ticks are. So I'm just gonna drag this over like this. I'm happy with that, these first 3 clicks for the first one. And I'm gonna hit Command-Shift-D to make a cut. Then I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna move it so that it goes underneath this one. Okay, I'm happy with that. And there you have it, folks, a simple text effect. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to the You Want Pizzazz channel for more videos. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!